Hi guys, I probably got cut off there. Yeah, I was just seeing because I don't know how this works yet. And I don't want people in Ireland to take the wrong hiccup if they do see this. I was going on about like so many people in Ireland need help, but a lot of them that are being given it or ain't being given it, but the ones that do get the chance of being given it. Sorry, I need to get my hair cut. I can't since I had pickles. And in fairness, if we get to know each other, I kind of had a bad couple of months of mental health. So I'm pushing myself through it. So yeah, I'm gonna self care, a haircut, also small little things. I'm gonna get my teeth scraped, and as we say, take a bit of self care on ourselves. But that's a different story. This is a rant. Excuse me. Yeah, I closed this because if you see Name's bench, and as we go out because it's cold in Ireland, although it's starting to come into spring, which I love spring and autumn. Fresh start for a lot of things. Gone through a breakup as well, which wasn't a very good one. Moved home, another story time. I'll talk about the government and the setup, and when you're a taxpayer, and then when you're involved in a bad relationship with, don't like to say, domestic abuse, police, hospitals. That's another story time. And then you're not interested in meeting anybody, and you had a great time, you and your little best buddy, Daisy, which I should give you a little look. She was a little pup, and she got blind. And she was 17. And on my graduation last year, on the 25th of May, God love the little Baba, she passed away. And she had been through so much with me. At 7 weeks, she was going to be drowned. And I had no intentions of taking a dog on. This is going into a rant about a dog. I had no intentions of taking a dog on. I wasn't even animal friendly. And for some reason, the little mite was the length of my hand. And she was amazing. And I knew nothing about dogs or breeds, but she was a mongrel. And I was on the third floor at that time. And within an hour and 15 minutes, she was toilet trained up and down every 15 minutes. And I'd no garden or no front. It was the front road, a park next door. And she was toilet trained. This little thing I got, Pickles. It's a beagle, if you can see. I don't know the camera. And they are such a different breed. They are so stubborn that I'm not being rude, I still ain't got this one toilet trained. And now where I've moved, there's a back door right where that TV is. And I just got to go out the door. And the other dog was 3 flights up, and I had her done in an hour and a half. This one, oh, but in fairness, I have my sister, God bless her, 80 quid, such a waste. Amazon, here's your buddy, no advertisements, this, to go for a wee, I don't know, can you see it, folks? 79.99 euro. What a waste. So she has her own towels, and I have so many sprays because I ain't letting her ruin this floor, let me tell you. But that's a rant, and it's going to cut off. So I just wanted to say, people in Ireland, yeah, you should be helping your Irish first. But I did hear, again, this I say first, second, third, fourth hand gossip because the dramatics people talk about. But I didn't believe it until I met the persons. They're giving keys to places, all mod cons. And because they're so used to the hospital life or institution life, prison life or whatever, that when they get them, they can't hack living on their own. Whereas I have no children, I have no dependents, I have my little dog. I keep myself busy. I was working, another story, but now I'm studying. I can go back to it because it's a trade. There'll always be work there. And as I say, I went downhill for a few months. Another story. But I don't know how this works yet. So I got into, try and get, I don't know, into the setups and stuff like that. But as you say, I'm just going to be legit. I'm not editing any of these at the moment. It's just like recording myself. So there's no like, oh, fancy filters or anything like this. This is just Niamh. Although you'll see her in better times when my hair is cool. And you'll see me, hopefully, as I say, my journey of picking myself up because I did have a few dark months. But I realised I have good people there. I don't know about you folks, but when I'm like that, I'm like, I just cut myself off until I pass it. But there is some really good people in my life that are positive people. Because, Jesus, for 20 years there were negative people around me. And it does affect you, your environment. I never thought that. So I moved over this side of the city and I thought, fresh start. And another story, gave up my place, waiting 18 years for something off the Dublin city in Ireland, and they gave me a little shithole. Whereas I've been working all my life, I have a trade, as I said, and people that haven't worked a day in their life are getting on my cons. And I'm like, happy days, fair play to you, you got a great place. But it's just totally wrong. I believe in society, in this stupid society, 10 year, 20 year, 30 year, there should be standards of where you're put placed. Because some of these never even got a wealth in their hands. And they're handed brilliant, like smart spots, which is the name of the game, I suppose. But when you suffer from your mental health and you had a lovely, beautiful, bright spot, you were paying. And then I just jumped because I thought stability, because my guys could have sold or whatever at any time, which they weren't intentional. And I waited so long that I just thought stability. And here's one for you folks, a ball cock in the tank. It was going to bust. And if it had busted over the weekend, I would have made myself intentionally homeless and waited another 18 years. And in saying that, it's kind of like I had to do 63 emails. I had a support broker who done 53, and I got onto a TD. And as we say, this is one I don't care for DCC, Dublin City Council. They want to wake up because the amount of phone calls, emails, and they wouldn't get in touch. Only the TD, if people don't know, is a backbencher in our government. And the TD was even like, DCC are very slow with Dublin City Council on responding back. So it's like, there was nothing in this spot. There wasn't even a floor, which is disgraceful. Whereas, as I say, these bios who never even got a wealth they're born, they go in and honestly got to buy us their television. They've bedside lockers, the hot press, the storage where your tank is. You could practically sleep in it. But me, because I've no independence, like children, I didn't open my legs and pump kids out. I'm on a rant. It's like, well, good luck to you. But we'll take half your wages on the higher tax bracket. But when you fall down because of more story times, I'll tell you, well, good luck to you. So you have to do 2-year like prison sentence here. And then you can put in for a transfer. But I only found out you can put in for a transfer if you're overcrowded. How can you be overcrowded if you're living on your own, guys? Or on mental health grounds? So, at the end of the day, I'm just going to put in on the mental health grounds. And as well, I want out of this place. Because another story time is I fight addiction. And I've been fighting now. I've been sober about 15, 16 years. And they put me in a red hot. Although it's everywhere. But when you're so down in the dumps and cold and the windows are nothing, I had masking tape on them. I'm not ashamed to say it's not my fault, it's Dublin City Council. They would not come out. So as I say, anything though I'm putting in little bits, I'm like, it's not my forever place. So I'm putting in bits just that I can bring with me. But I'm not putting my life savings into this spot. What, for someone else to get it? Ain't happening. I make it cozy, I make it clean, I make it tidy, but why should I for somebody else? But it's half done, little bits or whatever. As I say, I should be advertising for Tempo. I gotta do this wall. Wash machines, cook. Like the kitchen is so small, and in the spot I was in, it was a marble kitchen and it was beautiful. And there's no daylight. Like that is it. And like you wake up, okay, everyone wakes up in the dark, but God. But then again, I'm always, someone's worse off. Well, I'm sick of saying that for over nearly 25 years. Think of yourself, as people say. You always put people ahead of yourself. Like, sorry, I am on a mad rant, but I'm going to get myself going and hope Little Pickles is all right, folks. You all right, Baba? Because I was looking at the camera. Because from what I've learned on YouTube, that type of breed, they're always hyper. And as well, with the situation here, folks, as I say, no editing. This is just who I am. I look old. You can see it from the stress. But I do say I'm not in a sleeping bag. But I have to stop thinking that way. You thought that way for years. You've worked and put money into this system. All your family works. Your father worked. God forbid he passed from cancer. And he had a urine bag on him and he was still working. And it's like these dudes, they don't even know what a job is. They haven't even got the confidence of an interview. I've never been fired and I've always gotten a job. But another story time is, as I say, a relationship for so long, toxicity, as they say, they isolate you, cut you down, and you can do nothing. You can't even go to work. You can do nothing. So that took an effect on me. And being honest, I kind of just, being honest, I never knew what it was when you hear, a breakdown. It wasn't as, it's breaking down. It was just like not sleeping, not eating, and it was just living on eggshells. Although it was my apartment at the time, it was just such a controlling. This is going on. I don't think this will catch. I have so many story times to tell you, boys and girls. If you will subscribe. And I believe if you leave even a little comment, like, that helps. It doesn't have to be a book. Can be a book. but a little comment, it'll help. But I got to start understanding how this kind of works. And as I say, I'm just being real. There's no fakeness. There's no this fancy lifestyle and everything's perfect. Maybe I look back and go, what did you put up? But it could be, as you say, I said the last time, it could be therapy. And see my journey as up, down. But I wanted to do this, excuse me, for a while. But then I was like embarrassed if people see it. But screw it. I tell my truth. I have nothing to hide. And I will be honest, the years of being young, addiction, the years of being in a stupid abusive relationship, the years and then moving, being conned, um, then the way the system in the country goes in Ireland. I'm not doing nothing wrong. And as well, maybe it might bring I don't know if it'll bring a highlight to help the Irish people and stuff like that. Because, yeah, 2 or 3 times I fell on my ass, but I got myself up. I had nobody to pull me up. I got myself up because I knew it's sink or swim. But, yeah, I'm talking very fast. Because this is going on, boys and girls. And again, I'm not techno. And I with Google, I bought an extra 30 quid a year. And for some reason, it keeps saying low storage. And you're probably thinking, what? Who is this girl? I'm just being legit, folks. This is it. So, yeah, please either, if you did watch it and you want to see, I will talk slower. And I'll be authentic. I'll be real about all the story times. Not story times, real life events. And if you want to get to know, well, then it does help, I believe, if you just write even, I don't know, rant underneath and YouTube watch it. I'm a bit embarrassed about the state of this place, but it's a work in progress. But as I say, I'm a sitting duck. I could be here a year, I could be here 2, I could be here 6 months. I don't know, but yeah, I'd love to see. It'd be cool. But maybe this is my diary and this is my therapy, and I will look back and go, oh my God, Pickles, what were we putting up? But as I say, let's be real. Okay, folks, good to talk to you. This is Nia from Ireland, and as they'd say, over and out. Okay, enjoy your day. Have a good one. Keep pushing. That's all we can do. And remember, I know it's a cliche, even if it's 3 things to think you've a blessing you're grateful for. I'm grateful for my family. I'm grateful for having good, strong, positive people around me. I'm grateful, even though it's a den, I have a roof. I'm grateful for little pickles. And I'm grateful I'm feeling, yeah, a little much better in the head today than last week or the last 2 weeks. So there's a couple of grateful things I'm grateful for. So thanks, folks. Yeah, maybe we'll speak again. All right. Bye-bye. Bye.